Hey everyone, welcome back to OCD Recovery's YouTube channel, where today I'm going to talk about something that most, if not all, OCD and anxiety sufferers experience, and how many of us underestimate the kickback from OCD, what it will do, the realness factors, the withdrawal symptoms I speak about constantly when you are trying to make changes. I cannot cover this enough. People go, basically, the best example would be, you're on the boat going to D-Day and you know it's going to be bad, but you just don't even want to think about it. You're like, it won't be that bad. Yes, it will, because some of the first initial boats that had 80 people in it, I believe, everyone was dead in 30 seconds. The first few waves, everyone. Some statistics say the average life expectancy once the gate hit the water was under 30 seconds. Now, your brain can't conceptualize that when you're there, but this is not the same exact example, but this is what I mean. I did this. I'm talking from personal experience. I completely underestimated what OCD and anxiety could do when I was cutting compulsions, when I was withdrawing from check-ins and rituals, when I was actually trying to change my belief systems. OCD gave me an extreme kickback, and I'm telling you right now, I've never seen this be covered anywhere else except for our channel correctly. At all. Zero. No. People might say like, oh, if you do some compulsions and you cut them, I might be a little bit tough. Tough is an understatement. You are going to feel like you're fucking dying for most people. It's going to feel so real. The amount of people I have that message me on a daily, weekly basis that are cutting compulsions, putting the work in, that tell me I'm getting worse. I'm getting worse. I'm getting so much worse. Worse. And I have to be like, part of the process, keep going forward, etc. That's why the coaching perspective is so critical. If you give someone this stuff and they go out on their own after just one call, 100% of people will fail. 100%. That's not saying like you need coaching forever. I'm just telling you, I've never seen not one person come in for a single session and then say, I'm going to cut compulsions, feel all the realness, understand the confusion, and just go on with their life and then end up recovering. Not seen one person. So Phil at OCDrecovery.com. Let's go into a little bit more detail of this. Okay. So certainty is our drug of choice. You are looking for certainty. It's why you self-reassure. It's why you ask for outward reassurance. It's why you perform rituals. It's why you perform other compulsions. It's why you perform avoidance behaviors, because it feels as real as it can get. But Nick, why does it feel so real? Well, if it didn't feel so real, it wouldn't be a disorder. You wouldn't be watching this video and you wouldn't even have OCD. So it has to feel that real. Accepting that is piece of the unconditional life acceptance. I have one of the worst disorders known to mankind. I live in a great time because I can more than likely recover, but no guarantees. And it's going to feel as real as it can get. And I'm going to feel very confused. And there's going to be a lot of learning lessons. And I'm more than likely going to have to practice being open-minded, something I fucking sucked at, while you're going through OCD and anxiety recovery. But I'm telling you right now, do not underestimate how real this disorder will feel. And do not underestimate, no matter how much relief that you think you can get from even a slight amount of self-reassurance or any other compulsions, it's never going to give you long-term relief. If you went to Alcoholics Anonymous and you said, I'm sober and I drink one beer once a month after you drank 20 beers every day, they'd be like, incredible, but you're not sober. One definition of sobriety. I use that. No, sobriety means this to me. Bullshit. There's one definition of sobriety, or else it messes people up with so much confusion, which we already have. This is right here. Any amount of self-reassurance in the moment when triggered, it's going to feel Nick, but it's such a habit. You're right. You're going to keep messing up for a long time. Because it's such a habit, because it's so instilled into your automatic responses, you are not going to be able to bring down the response to your rumination overnight. There's just no way. You are going to continue giving in the compulsions. You're going to continue doing avoidance behaviors. You're going to continue doing these things because that's the way the disorder operates. But you need to be realistic. How long does it take for most people to catch all the compulsions and avoidance behaviors that they're doing? From the very first day of their first call, if they're taking it somewhat or moderately seriously. Maybe a year? Maybe more? Sometimes it takes a couple of years for people to even admit that, yeah, that was a compulsion. I kind of figured, but now I really have to cut it. How many people do I meet that have all their compulsions figured out within 1 month? Less than 0.5%. It's that rare. Because let's go on top of that. Nick, I just have existential OCD. Yeah, it's really chronic, but I just have that. No, you don't. Your OCD is all over your life. You have a very serious disorder. Yeah, Nick, I have metastatic cancer. It's just in this. No. You're dying. You have cancer. You're all sorts of fucked up. Your neurology is fucked up. Your vascular system. I mean, everything. You're probably your vision to some degree because you have who knows what's happening in your body. I've never had metastatic cancer, but I guarantee it's not just, oh, I just have this. You're so fatigued. You're so exhausted. You're doing chemo, doing radiation. You're stressed. You maybe have guilt and shame from things you never broke down. It's a bajillion things. It's the exact same thing with this. To a T. The exact same thing. It takes time. And when you cut, well, I know I sound like I'm beating a dead horse. I promise you. Almost, because some people, they can skate by with that genetic luck, whatever. The vast majority of people, when they do the right things, they will feel like they are being pummeled by freight trains. Nick, I've never been this exhausted. Nick, I've never been this demotivated. Nick, I've never had this much shame and guilt. Nick, I'm having all sorts of suicidal ideations. Nick, I'm having this problem and that problem and this and that. And now I can't get an erection and now I have no arousal. I can't concentrate at work. I can't. All of it. I've had it all. Every symptom you can think of when it comes to cutting compulsions. I mean, I say to people on the phone, I'm like, look, I know you feel really bad right now, but you're probably going to feel worse. It's important to tell people that, and obviously the compassion, empathy isn't there, but is there. But it is really important to realize that. Do not underestimate what could usually, potentially, probably underline, italicized, bold, 7-2 font, what happens when you change these behaviors. Because you can do all the belief work that you want. You can read the books. You can become a scholar. You can open up the new REBT Center for OCD and anxiety. And know all the theory, just like I did. And you can still do compulsions. Doesn't even matter. And when you cut those compulsions, you feel like you're dying. Phil@OCDrecovery.com. Let me know what you think. Hope to hear from you soon. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.